From being diagnosed with diabetes at just 3 years old to spending years leading a double life online, which ended up with her being exposed on the TV show Catfish, all while being over 600 pounds. Ashley T's story is one of the most insane I have ever covered on my 600 pound life. Not only is her story absolutely wild, but her attitude towards everybody around her was absolutely disgusting, and her awful behaviour extended to the doctor's office, with her screaming at nurses and calling Dr. Now vile names. Before all that though, her story starts out very similar to other stars, with her body shutting down and her alone in her room.
I have no one, so no matter how hard it is, I do it myself. But it takes me maybe a good 20 to 30 minutes to do it. So I'm getting to a really bad place to where my size is affecting my life at this point. But I know the problem behind that is my eating. That's why I'm like this. But it's something I've never been able to control in my life, because food is my go-to drug. And anytime there's food around me, I can't help myself because I am addicted to food. I can't stop. Food is an addiction. Everybody has their addiction of choice. Mine just so happened to be food.
For Ashley, food is the answer to all of her problems, and there is never a time she doesn't feel hungry.
It's what I use to get me through all my struggles in life. No matter if it's sadness, depression, being bored, being by myself, any of those things will trigger me to go eat so that I make myself feel better. Because when I eat, I feel complete joy. And when I stop and the food is gone, I'm back to that dark hole. So that leads me to constantly want to eat. And it's been that way for me my whole life.
Ashley doesn't just overeat regular meals, she also has an extreme sweet tooth, eating 4 donuts with her already massive breakfast. The fact that Ashley lives alone makes her habit worse, because she doesn't have to worry about being judged by her family or a partner, so she can just binge as much as she wants without having to hide it. For other stars, they would eat extra portions in secret, like Maya, who would go to 4 to 5 drive-thrus every day behind her boyfriend's back, claiming she was out running errands when she was actually just ordering massive meals.
I'll go to 2, 3, 4 places, but the first meal is always the most important one because I always get what I'm craving first.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg? Thank you.
Anyway, back to Ashley. Her eating addiction becomes pretty complicated when we learn that she's actually got type 2 diabetes. Being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at just 3 years old as a result of being overweight is pretty scary, because at that age, Ashley couldn't control what she was eating. By the time she'd started nursery, Ashley was already over 100 pounds. It's honestly incredibly dangerous for Ashley to weigh so much at such a young age, and her parents have really just set her up for failure, failing to teach her good habits practically since birth. And the weight gain just kept on coming, with Ashley gaining yet another 100 pounds by the time she was 7 years old. Eating fast food became a bad habit for Ashley and her mother, and this is pretty much the only way they would spend quality time together. Ashley would start to associate the feeling of comfort from eating with her mother to just eating in general, and start reaching for food when in reality she probably just needed someone to talk to, as her mother wasn't available all the time.
So I got really big and everyone took notice of that. And I tried my best to lose the weight, but it's just, food is like my only friend. Food is my only outlet. Like, food comforted me.
Unfortunately, like many other stars of the show, Ashley was assaulted by a neighbor when she was very young and turned to food even more to cope with the trauma.
And so after that is when I really needed food to try and help me block it out and move on. So my weight gain kept going, and I was slowly approaching 300 pounds by 10 years old. My grandmother was probably the one who tried the hardest to intervene to get my eating under control. And she made sure I wasn't sneaking food.
By the time Ashley started high school, she weighed upwards of 450 pounds. Because of her size, she just started to get bullied by other students, and she just couldn't take it anymore.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in the house. If I stay in the house, they can't talk about me because they can't see me. Some days I wouldn't even go to school. At this time in my life, I became a homebody. I didn't see anyone outside of school when I went, just my mom. She was the only person consistent in my life.
Ashley essentially never left the house, spending a lot of time eating fast food with her mother, but that all changed when her mother had a seizure, and after being rushed to hospital, was told that she'd need to move into a nursing home for 24/7 care due to the serious nature of her condition. As expected, this completely devastated Ashley, and she struggled to cope with the change.
So I turned to food. My mom's gone, my dad don't give a about me. let me just eat. But over the next year, the loneliness made me deteriorate. So that's when I started my second addiction, catfishing people a lot.
Yes, you heard that right. My £600 Life isn't the only show Ashley is infamous for being on. She's also a huge star on the MTV show Catfish.
I created these fake profiles on social media and pretend to be someone else. And that led to starting these relationships with people who don't know it's me. And doing that, has become an addiction for me.
Not only was Ashley famous for being on the show, but she's actually noted to be one of the rudest people ever to feature on the program. I've actually found some of the most viral moments from the show, so let's have a look and see who she really is before she meets Dr. Now.
How'd it go getting in?
Good.
Had you been to LA before?
No.
Never been to LA?
I said no.
I thought you were just here doing hair for work.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. Okay.
Oh, me then.
Anyway, we figured out that a lot of the profiles that Red has been talking to for the past 6 years are fake.
Mm-hmm.
We're assuming you're behind most or all of them.
Mm-hmm.
No one else is involved?
No.
Okay, so Shekinah, Tamar.
Me.
Right, I just want to make sure I know all of them. How many? So are there some that we don't even know about?
Well, yeah,
And are you doing this to anybody else?
of course.
Oh my God.
So Ashley created likely hundreds of different accounts where she would strike up conversations with people pretending to be someone she wasn't. And I can guarantee none of the victims would expect her to be over £600. And it's fair to say she got absolutely roasted in the comment section. She's just jealous because they can breathe standing still. She's insecure about herself, that's why she's acting defensive. But not only does Ashley get caught once on the show, she actually gets caught catfishing again.
Like, why did you do it in the first place? Like, what was you looking for?
Nothing from you.
What the hell?
Well, did you have feelings?
No, like he's a great guy, but he's just got issues.
What you think you got?
No, I'm just saying, like, you're a great guy, you're a great friend. It happened. It was a joke.
How the hell it was a joke? 7 years? Ain't nobody find it funny but you.
I only came here today because I wanted to make amends. I've done that, so can I go now?
No, I think he had a question.
Okay, and I'm not answering him because right now it's gonna get heated between us.
Wow, like, I don't even care no more. Like, you selfish.
I'm just-
You don't care about nobody but yourself.
He's upset, obviously.
Ashley clearly has no remorse for what she's been doing over the years, and I'd hate to think how many people she's done this to, considering she started catfishing people when she was just 12 years old. Even the fact that she claimed her victim had issues when she's the one lying about who she is and stringing him along for 7 years is completely insane. Ashley's true nature is honestly quite disgusting, and honestly I won't have too much sympathy for her weight loss journey. She's completely rude and heartless, and I don't see how she'll ever get any fans when she goes on My £600 Life, especially when this is her normal dinner time order.
Okay. 12-piece chicken, large macaroni and cheese, large okra, and large mashed potato.
Ashley's life needs to change because she's not just hurting herself, but also the people around her.
And now, I'm 24 years old and my weight is unknown at the moment. It's out of control now. I feel trapped inside my body. I feel trapped inside my house. This is not healthy. And I know I need to change so it doesn't get worse. I need to change everything from my food to my profiles and my catfishing to meet people because of how that's hurting my life and others.
Her last chance to lose the weight and save herself from a premature death is by seeing Dr. Now, who obviously sees patients like Ashley all the time.
But I tried for years to get help to lose the weight and have a better life. But I found nowhere willing to help me. So I'm down to my last hope of trying to get help from Dr. Now. I made an appointment for next month to go down there and see him. And I'm gonna try to start dieting now to lose as much as I can before I go and show him that I'm ready for surgery now. I have to get weight loss surgery to live, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes of me because I know this is it for me. This is my last chance. After this, if this doesn't work, I'm done. Put a fork in me, I'm done. So I need to get Dr. Now's help and the weight loss surgery. Because at this rate, I'm gonna die without really living. And I can't let that happen.
Funny how Ashley is doing whatever she can to lose the weight before her first appointment, while eating out 40 chicken drumsticks, which obviously isn't a great start. Luckily for Ashley, she already lives in Texas, so the drive to Dr. Now's office is just 3 to 4 hours, which is a decent drive, but when you consider that other patients need to travel for 3 to 4 days, it's not too bad. Ashley's also still able to fit into a car and doesn't have to be piled into the back of a van like some other patients. And so Ashley makes it to Houston in one piece, ready for her first weigh-in.
So I just want to get on the road soon before my mind has a chance to keep racing with fears.
Hey, what's going on, Al? You ready?
Hey, y'all. Hey.
You ready?
Y'all ready for the trip?
Yes. How do you feel?
I'm nervous.
Just, think about the positive, and we're going on this trip to support Ashley. Just hope we have a safe trip and she gets the help that she needs.
I'm helping Ashley because everybody deserves someone that believes when nobody else will believe. What worries me is I know it's a long drive, and once you sit for a while, everything starts to hurt. So we're trying to get Ashley there fast enough and as comfortable as possible, because in a way, this is the last chance for Ashley to possibly change the outcome of her life.
We finally made it to Houston, and my anxiety is starting to kick in a lot more now because I'm nervous about meeting Dr. Nazardin. I have a million thoughts why he wouldn't want to work with me, and if he doesn't take me on as a patient, there's no other opportunity for me to get help.
Ashley?
The last time I was weighed, I was 630 pounds. And I've been working really hard to get that as low as I can in preparation of this day and meeting Dr. Now, to increase my chances of being his patient on this program. And I'm curious to see where I'm at now.
486.
Oh, wow.
It seems like Ashley's been dieting for quite a while, as she's almost 200 pounds lighter than her previous weight. I'm surprised she weighs less than 500 pounds, to be honest, as she can still walk unassisted and doesn't look to be the same size as other stars. Because she's able to walk, she should be able to lose weight faster too, and she can start exercising more to burn some extra calories. During her appointment, Ashley agrees to everything Dr. Now says, claiming that she'll do everything that's asked of her without complaint, but Dr. Now already has some doubts about her.
Right now, I have a number of concerns about Ashley, because a lot of what she says doesn't add up or make much sense. And her behavior also indicates she's not being completely truthful to me about everything, because she says she already lost a significant amount of weight. And that's because her emotions make her want to eat less. So it's important I get her records to determine what her medical history is and if the account she gave for her weight loss is accurate, and if she was ever 630 pounds. But for now, we will give her the benefit of the doubt. And if she meets the simple goal of weight loss I gave her, then we'll consider next steps and weight loss surgery with her. But if she doesn't, then there may be some significant issues with her that will need to be addressed in psychotherapy. From what she says, she has burned most of the bridges with her family. So there is likely a consistent issue between all of them that involves Ashley's behavior. But it's going to be very important that we start to get her weight down as much as possible, because she already has a number of medical issues adding strain to her body. And if she doesn't start to take steps to turn things around soon, her situation can get very dangerous very quickly.
The fact that Doc now suspects that Ashley might be lying about her initial weight is pretty shocking, as it means she hasn't been able to lose a large amount of weight before, which would discredit her hard work and effort. I think Ashley's problem is that she doesn't show respect to anyone, even Dr. Now, and comes across as standoffish and honestly just plain rude. It's possible that she lied about her starting weight to get approved for weight loss surgery quicker, as she knows Dr. Now would have wanted her to lose weight before admitting her for a gastric sleeve or bypass. It was right of him to still want her to lose 20 pounds a month to prove that she can lose weight on her own.
It's been about 2 weeks since my first appointment with Dr. Now. Right after, I struggled some from being frustrated because I didn't get the surgery I needed when I know I'm ready for it.
Since her appointment, she's also made some drastic changes to her diet as well.
I've made dramatic changes. I don't eat fast food anymore. I don't eat fried foods anymore. And I've always made sure I have the food I like around me, and I still have stashes around my house, I'm not gonna lie. But I haven't touched them. And I feel myself getting better with that,
But will these changes make a difference? 2 months later, Ashley is back at Dr. Now's office for her second weigh-in, where we will see if she's really stuck to the diet and lost the 20 pounds needed.
At my last appointment, I had dropped drastically to 486. And my weight loss goal I was given was to lose 20 pounds. So I should be at 466 for that.
476.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good drop. Really good. So I feel happy about that number because that means it's coming down. So it makes me happy because I've been putting in a lot of work. So it's good to see the number because it's actually coming off. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm making progress.
Losing 10 pounds is short of her goal, but it is some weight loss. But I'm not sure Dr. Now will be as pleased as Ashley. She can't really expect that Dr. Now will approve her for surgery after losing just 10 pounds. Plus, for Ashley to have lost just 10 pounds, it means she would have been eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories every day, which is over double of what she should have been eating. She's eaten less than previously, yes, but she isn't following Dr. Now's diet. Concerned that she won't be able to break the habit, Dr. Now refers Ashley to a therapist so they can discuss her past experiences and the trauma she went through as a child to see if they can unpack the cause of her food addiction. The severity of Ashley's situation is extreme, as her BMI is incredibly high and dangerously over the limit for some of her age and height, and given the fact she's got diabetes, she might not have long left.
You need to take this more seriously, Ashley, because you still have a very high BMI. Normal body mass index is 18 to 25. So BMI of 86 is very high.
Yes, sir.
So it's very important, as young as you are, that we get you to understand what the healthy eating habit is and what you can do to be able to maintain healthy weight when you're 50s and 60s. But that's not going to be possible if you don't start doing what you need now. So only 2 or 3 times a day, no soda, no sugary thing, no carb. And then I want you to lose 40 pounds over the next 2 months, okay?
Yes, sir.
So that's the same amount you should be losing in a month. But I want you to show me some consistency with that too.
Okay.
And hopefully therapy will help you with that.
All righty.
Okay, if you need anything, give me a call.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Ashley doesn't seem to be taking her situation as seriously as she says. I gave her a very modest goal that should have been more than easy for her to accomplish. But despite some progress, she's still far off from making the changes she needs. So I still have the same concern I had at the last appointment, where things don't all add up with her and what she says. And I'm hoping starting psychotherapy for her will help. Because if Ashley has spent a significant part of her life pretending to be things she isn't as a means of manipulation to get what she wants, there is no reason this situation is going to be any different for her. So until that changes, we're not going to be able to make much, if any, progress with her.
Dr. Now gives Ashley another goal of losing 40 pounds over the next 2 months, which should easily come off if she sticks to a diet plan. Ashley also does attend the therapy sessions, where she shares some of her embarrassing moments from her catfishing days.
Now, to your knowledge, do you have any family members with emotional issues, psychiatric issues, or substance use problems?
Not to my knowledge, I do not, because I'm not close to my family.
And what prompted that decision?
I've done some stuff. They've done some stuff. I've done more than them, but...
So you're acknowledging that you've done some things.
I've done some stuff to hurt them. I'm no angel.
So now you have me curious. Tell me more.
I did since I was catfishing people. That's why me and my family don't talk, because it hurt them. And people just keep oh.
So just so that I'm clear, you're saying that you participated in catfishing people?
Yeah, I did.
And that your family got some backlash from one of your online personas?
Exactly.
And so your alter ego, this other persona, it was born out of what?
It was something I just made up, and it created a life of its own.
Were there more than one? Did you have any other personas?
Yeah, it was 3,000.
You had 3,000?
Yeah, it was 3,000 personas.
And so, can you tell me what some of these personalities represented for you?
Some of them represented fun. Some of them represented sadness. Some of them represented madness.
What portion represented madness? What percentage?
10% of my heart had madness in it.
Okay. And what percentage represented sadness?
50%.
50%.
1% represented peace.
1%?
And the rest was just fear.
Wow. So, Ashley, I want you to listen to what I'm about to describe to you, okay? You're describing a psychotic break. That's a break from reality because your real life was too much to cope with.
The fact that the therapist identifies that Ashley's clearly had a psychotic break from creating over 3,000 online accounts is pretty insane. It's really not a surprise to see that she has a food addiction when she's clearly so unstable and obviously over 500 pounds. And you'd think the therapy would set Ashley off on the right track and give her some motivation to start reflecting on her past decisions and to make plans for some new ones. But Ashley does the total opposite.
After my therapy appointment with Lola, I gave the things she said for me to do some very serious thought. And I decided it would be good for me to do them, but not right now. Because that appointment had already made me emotional to the point where I had been struggling more. So what I need to do is focus on my diet. But the reality is, with the stress of therapy, I've earned a little treat for taking some good steps. Oh, a pizza here. Oh, about time. I wasn't hungry. Hi.
Hi. It was $44.30.
Thank you so much.
You're
Here, keep the change.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Biggest thing I've learned is controlling portion size. So I can afford some things like this. And focus is not a lot. And if I make an exception and treat myself because of my progress, I stay in control of my portions like I should. So I keep my calories down and stay in my limits. And even when I want to eat the whole pizza, I just have to stop myself and say, that's enough for now. So I'm being very focused to do that and make sure I make even more progress this time so I can go back to Dr. Now and finally get my surgery. And I'm making sure to keep my eye on that and stay motivated and in control to do that.
I'm not exactly sure what Ashley means when she says she's going to get in control of her portion sizes when she's eaten 2 large pizzas in one sitting. She clearly doesn't have any control of her diet, because if she did, she'd order something a lot healthier, or maybe just make something at home. And as you'd expect, when it comes to her weighing, it doesn't quite go as planned.
At my last appointment, I was at 476, and Dr. Now wanted me to lose another 40 pounds. So to have that done means I have a number lower than 436.
475.
Not only is it clear that Ashley hasn't stuck to her diet, she's also in complete denial about it, claiming that she doesn't understand why she hasn't lost the weight. I think we all know the truth. Ashley didn't follow the diet plan, and has just been eating whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
I'm not sure about that, but that number is very upsetting. And it's not making sense to me, because I know the level of my work, and there's no way that number reflects that. So I don't know what happened. But I'm very upset and worried right now because what I need is weight loss surgery from Dr. Now. So if I'm not going to get an approval today, then the least he can do is respect how hard I'm working.
I just don't understand what Ashley's doing here. Why is she so intent on receiving respect from Dr. Now when she's done nothing worth respecting? Why should Dr. Now praise her for losing 1 pound in 2 months when she should have lost 40? Ashley is so demanding and expects the world to just revolve around her. And you won't believe how rude she is to Dr. Now when he confronts her about the lack of weight loss.
All right, so how you been?
I've been good. How you been?
I'm good, but I'm concerned about a few things. One is your lack of weight loss because you are 475 today,
yes, sir.
Which is pretty much no progress. That means you're still eating between 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. So what do you think the changes are that you have made?
I've been doing the exercises more. I've been doing the diet like you told me. I've really been I cut off all the soda, no more soda. They got rid of everything for me.
But you haven't lost much weight. So if you made all these positive changes, why is that?
I don't know. I've been doing what I should. I've been having problems with my mom also. I've been having family problems too.
With your mom about what?
Because she's been a little sick.
So what does this have to do with not losing weight?
Because I'm her only child. I got to be there for my mom.
I'm still not understanding what that means. You couldn't eat healthy and do what you needed if you had to be with her. Because taking care of her doesn't mean that you have to overeat, right?
Nobody overate nothing.
So you want to discuss that with the scale?
That doesn't matter to me. I know what I did.
Ashley is just in complete denial. She fails to accept the situation as reality, in that she's completely failed in her diet, thinking that there must be some other reason as to why she's not lost any weight. With this attitude, she'll never lose any weight at all. Now, her failure also makes me think back to the start of the episode where she claimed to be more than 600 pounds. And I do find this difficult to believe, especially considering the time where she would have been this weight was when she was on Catfish. And looking at the footage, she looks the exact same size as she is now. If she can't lose 40 pounds in 2 months, I really doubt she's ever lost 200 pounds. To add fuel to the fire, Ashley is desperate for weight loss surgery, but in order to get it, Dr. Now needs Ashley to do some blood tests so they can rule out anything that would put her at risk for the surgery. But Ashley outright refuses to have her blood taken by any of the nurses at Dr. Now's office, claiming that she needs her own nurse to do it and then send it to them. The situation is pretty ridiculous, and when Dr. Now challenges Ashley, she gets pretty crazy about it.
But we see a little bit disconnect in here, okay? If we are not able to do your workup, we're not able to get your blood, and we're not able to do anything, how are we going to do your surgery?
I'm not going to have some stranger draw my blood. I told you that I was going to have my lady draw my blood, and I was going to send it over here. If you're not comfortable with that, I don't know what to tell you.
And don't people that are over 1,000 pounds, we draw blood?
Okay, that's fine. But if I'm comfortable, see, now I'm getting mad. So now I'm going to have to just talk to you like I talk to them.
Oh, God. Ashley, you have to trust us to treat you if you want to do this. And we don't know what issues you may have if you don't. But if you're not comfortable with that, how do you expect this to work? Because we have to give you an IV for surgery. That's the same thing. And we can't have your person here for that.
Dr. Now is being completely reasonable. If Ashley won't trust them to do a few blood tests, why on earth would she trust them to perform weight loss surgery? Ashley continues to press that she needs a surgery because her dieting alone hasn't helped, which is a lie in itself because she clearly hasn't been dieting. And when she can't think of any more excuses, Ashley explodes at Dr. Now and storms out of her appointment.
So right now there's nothing wrong with your eating habit?
No, because now, I've rarely been eating nowadays. I don't know what's going on.
I get that you think that, but it's not reality. So no matter what you say to me, if you don't lose weight, then that's an issue. Even if you bring someone to witness to convince me that you're not eating much.
I didn't bring him to do anything. I brought my friends in for support. You know what? Y'all ready to go? Because I'm not doing this. I'm not. He's not finna talk to me like I'm crazy. I've been on the road all day to come to this appointment, and you not finna disrespect me. I've been nothing but nice to your ass. You not finna do me like that. Y'all ready to go? Because I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's move. You will get trampled. Midget that bastard.
I would take a couple deep breaths.
No, I'm done. At the end of the day, I've been coming out no, I'm up here wasting my money coming to this appointment. I've been at work all. I got too much going on, and then y'all finna talk to me like that. Like you don't know me, bro. I'm gonna get this place shut down. Let's go. We not finna talk to me like I'm not trying. Can I be getting mad over because I know my veins? Like, don't try me like that. I will trample your little ass. You won't be doing no more surgeries. You're gonna need surgery.
After her outbursts, a complete and utter overreaction, Ashley's friends attempt to calm her down and encourage her to go back inside and finish off with Dr. Now.
All right, Ashley, you back in.
Yeah, Doc, I tried to give you one more chance.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're back, but the problem is still the same. And if you're not going to answer my questions and you're going to get upset and storm out of here, then that's not going to work. You think that's okay?
For real?
So this is a process that we grill everybody 10 times, ask the question, get their attitude right, and see if they're compliant and see what their level of tolerance is, and you show that you have no tolerance and you got the very explosive personality and you get very upset and you're not trusting us and you just want us to do surgery on you. That's not very good setup, okay? If you don't trust us to do anything, then you shouldn't have surgery with us, okay? Because that's not very comfortable for you. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So why are you getting upset?
It's my turn to talk now?
Yes.
Okay. I trust you, but I know my veins. And I understand what you're saying. I did get upset with you, and I semi-apologize, but you was trying me. And, I didn't mean to storm out on you like that. It's been a long day. Like, I'm committed to this. If I wasn't committed, I would be home right now. But I'm tired. But I still came to this appointment because I am dedicated to this. If I wasn't dedicated, I wouldn't have my friends out here. They got kids. If we keeping it all the way real. I am dedicated to this. I do trust y'all. It's just, I'd rather have somebody who I know has taken my blood several times do that for me. And if y'all can't respect that, then I'm sorry.
The fact that she thinks she's given Dr. Now a second chance and not the other way around is actually hilarious. Ashley behaves like a complete and utter child, making faces at Dr. Now, rolling her eyes, and honestly just being rude and completely childish. And when Ashley explains just how Dr. Now's annoyed her, you won't believe what she has to say.
That didn't get you upset?
No, sir.
So what do you get upset for?
It's just the fact, like, okay, this is my third time meeting you, and it's like every time I've came to your office, the last 2 times, I've been nothing but nice to you, and you've been nothing but rude. And, you know, it's just like you poke. Eventually, you keep poking at somebody, they're going to blow up on your ass. And that's just what happened today. And like I said, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for blowing up on you. Because I do respect you as a doctor. I have nothing but respect for you because you are the best doctor. I have researched you because I do research the people that work on my body. But, you know, it's just, you keep poking. It's been a long day for me. And I'm sorry for taking it out on you, but you can't keep poking. You can't keep just, yeah. You can't keep doing that. I mean, I understand, you know, you got to do your job. That's what you get paid for. But I come to this strip mall to see you. And I come here, you know, to get, you know, medical treatment and try to hopefully get approved for surgery. I'm not saying I want you to magically make me skinny. Oh yeah, make me skinny. I don't want that. No. But what I'm saying is though, it's a lot of respect that has to be understood because my mom don't talk to me the way you talk to me. No one talks to me that way. And so I understand, you know, you doing your job. I get that. It's just the level of respect that has to be shown because I've been nothing but nice to you. Even when you disrespected me, I've been nothing but nice. And you, no offense, but you've been and that's all I got to say.
At this point, I think Ashley might be the rudest and just most disgusting person who's ever been on the show. Calling Dr. Now an asshole straight to his face is pretty disgusting. I don't understand what Ashley even wants Dr. Now to do. If he just sat back and didn't challenge anything she said, she'd never lose any weight. He can't be on her side because it's the wrong side to be on, and she just isn't losing any weight. Eventually, Ashley does come clean about the fact that she's been overeaten, just this time claiming that she's been eating too much healthy food. Obviously, it isn't true, and Ashley's just trying to twist the narrative so it works in her favour. But Dr. Now sees through it and gives her another chance to lose 40 pounds over the next 2 months to get approved for weight loss surgery. But as I'm sure you'll agree, I doubt she'll even try. Once she makes it back home, Ashley makes an attempt to start working properly on her weight loss program and attends a boxing class to burn some extra calories.
Ashley, we'll get you on this back right here. So what we're gonna do here, we're just throwing the left hand right here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, so we're gonna switch stances now.
Ready, and 1. Jab, 2 knees. Boom. Boom. Jab, 2 knees. Good. Jab, 1, and then other knee. 2. Excellent. One more jab, boom, knee, boom. Excellent. 7. Jab, boom, knee, boom. Excellent. 8. Knee.
While it's great that Ashley's doing the exercise, it's a bit frightening to see how limited her range of motion is because of her size. She can barely lift her legs and she can barely lift her arms properly. The physical restrictions that come from being this overweight are obvious, especially considering that Ashley's actually on the lower end of the spectrum with being under 600 pounds. 2 months later, Ashley's back in Dr. Now's office for her next weigh-in to see if she's lost the 40 pounds in order to qualify for surgery.
I'm at Dr. Now's again to find out my weight. And I'm really hoping that with how much harder I tried, that I met my goal this time. At my last appointment, I was at 475. And Dr. Now said I need to lose 40 pounds. So that will put me at 435 if I'm there and where I need to be.
And to nobody's surprise, she's lost just 6 pounds, and she's again nowhere near her target. Her total weight loss in 6 months of being on the show is 17 pounds, a loss she should have seen in less than a month into the program. When Dr. Now comes to speak to her about the situation, he's less than impressed.
You're 469 today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, my main concern is that you're not losing enough weight since you started the program, and so that's an issue right now.
But I lost almost 20 pounds total, so I made it to your goal.
But it's taking you 6 times longer to do that. So that's a factor that shows that you're still not cutting back your eating like you should.
The situation reaches a boiling point when Dr. Now explains that he found Ashley's medical records from when she claimed she was over 600 pounds, and she has some serious explaining to do.
But I lost a lot of weight on top of that because I really started at 630.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, I got the rest of your medical record from when you tried to do weight loss surgery from the previous clinic you went to.
Yes, sir.
It goes back to 3 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And 3 years ago, they said you were 449 pounds. And then 2 years ago, 477 pounds. And then 479. So now 469, just pretty much the same weight you have been for past 3 years. So I don't see where you have lost much of any weight recently or in the past 3 years.
The fact that Ashley lied to Dr. Now's face is insane, and to be honest, I think she's done it to try and get the weight loss surgery quicker, thinking that she could outsmart Dr. Now by saying she's done the bulk of the weight loss on her own. But when she couldn't lose anywhere near close to Dr. Now's goals, she really stumbled on her own lies. Surprisingly, Dr. Now gives her one last chance to lose the 40 pounds over the next 2 months to stay in the program. But when her therapist says that because Ashley likely has a major depressive disorder and borderline personality disorder, she informs her that she will not be able to have weight loss surgery until her mental health is under control. And this is just because there's too much risk surrounding her mental state, and she likely couldn't deal with the surgery psychologically. As Ashley's episode draws to a close, she claims that she will continue seeing her therapist and lose weight on her own until she can get weight loss surgery. As Ashley isn't active on social media, except when she's pretending to be other people, there isn't much to find about her, so it's unclear if she's ever lost the weight at all. Now, Ashley was one of the most hated stars I've ever covered in my 600 pound life, and if you want to watch a compilation of the most hated stars ever, click the video that's on your screen now. Follow my Instagram at BigCraigYT, subscribe so you don't miss a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.